So, Ken, the job numbers are, you were talking about it before we came on the air.
Yeah.
And this is I thought I knew something. I'm learning I know nothing. I couldn't, I've got, in my mind, I've got states that are wide open, like our state of Tennessee's wide open, and then you've got, the communist state of California where everything's shut down by a draconian governor, right? And so I figure the entire economy is just sitting on the sidelines, sitting on their hands in some of these states, and the economy's booming in the other states. But you're saying these numbers coming out, the federal numbers coming out across the whole nation, blending these different states together, obviously, and these numbers are, the job market is really good.
It's way better than you think, and here's the good news, Dave. These numbers say it's going to absolutely explode in the next few months, in the next quarter. Here's where we are right now. End of February, 6.7 million private sector jobs were posted. That's up from 6.1 million at the end of December. So as we went into the new year, that's how many jobs. So we're seeing a nice trend in private sector jobs that are posted. All right. And here's the way of looking at that. 8% more job openings in February 2021 than there were in February 2020. Now some of you are going, okay, I'm trying to remember, when did COVID shutdown start? Really in March. In the month of February, obviously towards the end of February, we were learning new information, and things really ground to a halt in March, Dave. But
we had negative unemployment in February.
3.4%.
Oh, we had 3.4.
But that's historical. That was the lowest unemployment rate in the history of the modern era, where they really took those data and they really crunched it. So we had the greatest unemployment rate, if you will. Not greatest, or the lowest, the best it had ever performed. So now we're seeing more jobs. So what we're seeing is the United States economy is creating new jobs.
So we lost 40 million jobs
We did.
in the COVID downturn, right?
That's right.
But now, so what? And the unemployment rate today is what?
Low 6 as well. That's what it was reported last month. We're waiting on those numbers to come out in April. I think you're going to see those numbers drop into the low 5s. You might see it in the 4. There's no way to really predict that, but based on these numbers.
So the overall economy, from a jobs perspective, has bounced back.
It's bouncing back. It's not even finished. Let me tell you where this is happening, Dave. In the areas of manufacturing, pharmacy, construction, and logistics, and think logistics, a lot of technical jobs there, you're seeing 50% growth in jobs. So what's going to happen in the next few months, I think we're going to get very close to where we were in February of 2020, pre-pandemic, where there were more jobs available than there were people who were unemployed. Why does this matter? Well, number one, you're getting a steady diet of negative news all the time, that the sky is falling.
Yeah, because I don't even watch the news, and I thought it was worse than this.
No. And the second thing is understand, folks, there are still a lot of states. Remember, California, New York, New Jersey, just giving you some examples, not a political statement. This is a fact. They're still not fully opened up. And if you look at the hardest hit sector in the American job economy was what we'd call leisure. So that would be your bars, your restaurants, hotels, certainly the airline industry.
They're not back.
They're not back. So when we see, hopefully, a full comeback in the summer, I think we're going to see one of the greatest periods of job expansion. That means companies offering more jobs. And think of the economy, Dave, and how jobs that didn't exist a year ago now exist.
So what's that mean to a guy that's out there listening who doesn't have a job?
It means
right
you
now?
better be ready, and that's why you need to come to my Get Hired event. I just slipped that in there there, April the 27th.
No, but seriously, but I mean, does this mean that that guy that's out there doesn't have a job right now? He really should be looking looking different and better, because people are hiring, and it's almost full up.
Is exactly right, and it's only going to increase. So this idea,
I mean, when it's 3 point something or 4 point something unemployment, economists call that full employment.
Yes.
Even though there's technically people not working, it's like everybody who wants to work is working.
And to your point,
some that don't want to work.
And here's what happens in that situation that we described as last February. People will start to pay you more. The market value for a job goes up. We saw this last year, where young people coming out of college were getting paid more than people that were already on the job and experience. Why? Because the demand, this is a supply-demand issue, just like in housing or any other commodity. Supply demand. We are about ready to move into a place where it is going to be a really good environment for the job seeker, for you to get hired and make more money, bigger shovel, get out of debt faster, and position yourself to pursue the dream job.
That also works for not only someone who's sitting there unemployed today, but someone who just wants to change jobs.
Yes, sir.
A lot of opportunity.
A lot of opportunity. I want to make more money. I want to do something different. And so getting qualified right now, getting prepared for this, you've got to have your head on a swivel. The job market's heating up, and it's going to get better. And anybody who's intentional about where I want to go, why I want to go there, what I want to do when I get there,
All right.
Now's the time.